I can't hide it. Yeah. She won't say good morning, she gon' say grand rising. That's facts. Yeah, yo, you meditated with your last guy. Right. You lighting sage, he had bad vibes. Bad vibes. You study zodiac and mad signs. And when your days get dark on your flashlight, yeah. I had your back like you had mine.
What's up, everybody? It's one half of your host, Trinity.
And I'm the other half of your host, Salih.
And this is the very first episode of
Walk Your Shit. My name is Salih. I'm 46 years old. I am a supervisor for a major automotive manufacturer of electrical vehicles here in Tennessee. Virgo's up, we got to say that, get that out of the way, you know what I'm saying? I'm a single father. Well, not really a single father, I have custody of my 5-year-old daughter from another relationship, and I don't consider myself a single father anymore because I have somebody here along with me for that journey. Someone who's beautiful, smart, intelligent, young, courageous, and willing to travel that path up the mountain with me, She's come in and she's shown my daughter love. She's shown her how to be a woman. She's shown her how to be aggressive and go get what you want, And I thank you for that, so, yes.
I thank you for that because you definitely, you sharpening, iron sharpens iron. So, you definitely help sharpen me so that I can, sharpen her and those who come along.
Absolutely. She's here. She's been great with her, and, my daughter is a character. So, I definitely thank her for that, being able to open herself up to a child that isn't hers, and love her and show her the way, show her a positive role model to follow. So I definitely appreciate that.
I am the other half of your host, Trinity. I am 22 years old. I am an entrepreneur. I specialize in the health of natural hair, and I am in a fairly new relationship. I am a bonus mom, as he mentioned earlier, and I'm an Aquarius, which is one of the best signs, the most lovable sign there is out there. I'm coming into the content creator, influencer, era of my life, I guess you can say. I just like to share my freeness. Like, a lot of people will probably think my life is boring, but I don't feel like it's boring. Plus, I feel like I'm elevating. So I want to share the experience and let other people know that you can do it too. Like, no matter where you come from, as long as you are aware, you have your own definition of success, you don't have to be stuck with what's in front of you.
Okay.
Dang. This is also Mr. Incredible. He be breaking everything.
Like I did say, I'm 46, man, and I'm blessed. God has blessed me, man, to be in good health, to be in good spirits, to want to laugh every day, to want to be a positive influence to people, And there's a lot, you're gonna see, because we got other content that we went to other shows, and one of the foundations on where Walk Your Shit came from is because there's a lot of platforms out there. There's a lot of people with influence out there, whether it's on a low level or high level. There's a lot of people with a lot of influence. But you can't necessarily see them walking the shit that they talking.
You're not seeing the day-to-day or the...
Well, even in their content creation, maybe, because, if I say this is a platform for Black men and Black women to come together and find unity and have that have those tough conversations and try to figure out how to get it back, not necessarily how it got the way it was, but how to get it from that to moving forward. I can't say that and then my episodes don't reflect that. My episodes reflect something else. Reflects you being
controversial.
You being of a mindset where this platform is not just for Black men, Black women, but it's for all the others as well. And it's okay. I'm not saying that because that's their platform, and not that we won't deal with these different subjects and different topics, but first we want a place for Black men and Black women to be able to come together and have a conversation and grow stronger. We'll figure the rest of that out later. So, we're about to bring it to y'all, man. We're going to bring y'all all of it. Good, the bad, and ugly. We're trying to build up the black community. We're trying to strengthen black men, black women, create that sense of unity in each other. But we're going to have to tackle some tough topics, as we always do on the daily in our house.
And not only are we going to talk our shit, but we're going to
walk our shit.
Or encourage you
to walk your shit. Because we're doing it. It's not an easy thing. It's easier to talk about it. Yeah. It's easier to say, yo, this needs to happen, or we need to come together, we need to have more unity, we need to have more support. It's easy. We have athletes that do it, we have entertainers that do it, we have the regular common Joes like us that do it. But very rarely do everybody come together and actually walk that shit together.
Yeah.
If we do more walking than we do talking, we'll come a long way.
Yeah, you're not lying, because, it's easy for people to contradict themselves. Like, we could be spitting facts. Yeah. This is like, niggas holler out there a real nigga all the time. Yeah. A lot of times the ones who saying it ain't the real niggas,
That's a fact.
So it's easy to say something and not be about what you say and confidently say it because you're trying to portray to the next person that's what you're about, when deep down you know yourself, this is what I need to be about, but it ain't what I'm about.
Yeah. It's easy. We live in a world of hypocrisy and duplicity. People always want to be the image of themselves that they feel like other people like to see. Yeah. Rarely do people want to be the image of themselves that they feel that they truly are, because they're not comfortable with that. They don't really love themselves. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. I think that one of the biggest changes, biggest things in my life that happened for me was I started loving myself and I started believing in myself. And then I was able to start making the changes that would be, that would lead to success for me in my life. Yeah. And I don't know. So so have you been through that? Like, so this is also my girlfriend. She's not only the co-host, she's my girlfriend as well.
My boyfriend.
Yes. Love her. And we've been through a lot in a short time, and we're still building on that. So. But
yes, I definitely, like, I always say I went through like a spiritual awakening, because I feel like the first thing when it comes to it, a lot of people aren't aware, and I didn't even think about it like this until I had my awakening, that we are souls having a human experience, So, and we're not taught how to operate our bodies, So, we're just operating based off, what's put in front of us, what's, like I said, what's given to us, what's put in front of us when we run with it. Yeah. And we don't do we're not conscious of things on the daily. Yeah. Like now, like today versus like a couple years ago, I was just doing stuff, like I didn't really think about it. Yeah. Like I kind of was thinking about the actions, but like now I'm just super intentional. Like I'm super aware of everything, and I had to get to that place. Yeah. But it took some loneliness, definitely. And I had to be content. Like I always liked being alone. I always kind of stood out, but I still wanted to be, in the crowd. But I just never, fit in really.
I think that's something that's scary, to speak on the fact of being lonely, especially when you're growing and you're trying to learn and you're doing away with some of the negative behavior or negative actions.
Because it forces you to see yourself.
Well, it's scary to me how comfortable I can be in that loneliness. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because lonely is lonely, but it's peaceful. Yeah. You don't really have to deal with a lot. You can go about your daily life of working, building. It's harder to build and taking care of your responsibilities and not have to worry about the headache or what the perceived headache of dealing with somebody, having a relationship with somebody, because it's not easy. You know what I'm saying? So it's easier.
Anybody,
and then you can also be a hoe. You know what I'm saying? When you're saying you can be a hoe, you can. But not in the sense of the word where you're going out and having sex with all these multiple random people, but you can just go out and have sex when you want. You know what I'm saying? And it can be random. You know what I'm saying? Because you're single. I think like that. Those things kind of stop people from looking for relationships or opening themselves truly to a relationship, because being single isn't as hard as they make it out to be. You know what I'm saying? Lonely, but not hard. So
yeah, but I feel like when it comes, a lot of times when people are single, they're filling their void with randoms. Mm-hmm. So it's a difference, because at the end of the night, you're gonna, if you don't get nobody in the bed with you, you're gonna, start having those thoughts, things like that. And depending on how often you're going out or how unserious of a relationship that you're in, it's gonna continue to be there until you take that time out with yourself.
Yeah.
So that's why I say I feel like people are scared to be alone, because it forces them to face themselves and really face that dark version of themselves. Because I feel like a lot of people really hold this God complex and don't realize it. Yeah. They don't realize it, but they do.
So I'm Salih. I am 46 years old. Big age difference, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say it's a gap because, or if it is a gap, we're trying to bridge that gap by, having communication, working things out, talking with each other, understanding that with different issues, we are in different places as far as experience, you know what I'm saying? And then trying to bring all that together and grow together. As well as trying to build our fortune, you know what I'm saying? Because, we going to walk our shit, you know what I'm saying? That's just all it is to it. It's just, we're on a journey now, you know what I'm saying? But we're on a journey together, and I know I feel more comfortable taking that journey with somebody else, especially her, than I did taking it alone, having those lonely, because who wants to start at the bottom of the mountain, climb all the way up to the top, then somebody come in and say, hey, I'm with you, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You don't know what they're there for because you're at the top of the mountain, then, you know what I'm saying? So for me, the mentality is come in, you ain't got to come in when I'm all the way at the bottom, or you don't have to come in with the same size backpack, you know what I'm saying, that I have, going up the mountain. We're gonna work out both of these backpacks. We're gonna eat out of both of these backpacks. We're gonna get all the information that we need. We're gonna build our fires, our tents, everything out of both of these backpacks. So both of these backpacks that we got, whatever we got in them, that's what we taking up the mountain.
So speaking of where Walking Shit came from, so I just kind of always had a love for the camera. Like I know how to edit and things like that. I got into YouTube like on a more serious level, but not as consistent, but more serious level. So, and we live in a day and age where you can make a living off of it. So I mean, I feel like if I have the platform and the influence, I would rather use it for the good. Like Glorilla she said, I'd rather give the people hope. It's pointless to be giving fucks. And you can't give a fuck when you're trying to give the people hope. We won't be quoting a lot of those people. we won't, sometimes, she... I'm still young.
Yeah, she's definitely still young, and I guess, even some people can make good statements. It doesn't matter what they're doing. So, you can't sit and rule out the messenger or how it's being delivered. Sometimes you have to hear the message, you know what I'm saying, and take what you want out of it. Even with us, you know what I'm saying, we're going to have a lot of facts presented to y'all. We're going to have a lot, it's going to be experience based, but it's going to also be statistically based. You're going to get the facts, you know what I'm saying. This is our introduction, so we're not really, she don't need to have paperwork to tell you, that those stats.
We're doing this.
We're young. She's younger.
No, we are younger.
And we're just trying to bring together, man, build something. I think it's important that if you have the ability and you see you can't see an issue or you can't make a complaint without having a resolution. You know what I'm saying? You should already have a resolution to present. Even if it's going to work and you have a problem or issue, don't go to somebody and say, man, this is what's going, because complaints are complaints. Everybody has those. What people don't have is resolutions. So, this is our resolution for those other platforms who we think are not necessarily walking it the way they're talking it, or they're putting the wrong message out there. So we want to let y'all know, This is a positive platform. However, we are and will challenge some of these platforms that are out here, and they're giving misinformation to the black people, or they're throwing their support the other way and acting like it's a support of the black people.
Yeah,
it's gonna be tough. We got tough issues.
So I definitely feel like one thing, and I'm about to get a little deep.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like one thing that people fail to realize is we're always in a timeline. Like, this is the 2020s, the roaring 20s from like the 1920s. People were actually living back then. Like, we see the history in the books, but those were documented events, and things like that. So, just even like with the civil rights movement, those things actually happened. Like, we don't see it, we don't live it on a day-to-day anymore, but history didn't stop
Yeah.
Like ever since they published a book, it didn't stop. It's still going. So like this right here is creating history. But in history, you have people who are leading people. You know, you have different leaders, different types of leaders. People who lead people what they feel like is the right direction, and you have people who are agents and you know, plants and things like that. And those things still happen.
So are they leaders though?
They're leading the blind, leading the blind. You can be blind, leading the blind.
No, I don't think.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, because typically those people who are being put in places, they're
more
they're puppets. You know, they're not leaders.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now they're able to lead based on the instructions they get, but they're not even capable of leading unless the strings are pulled. You know what I'm saying? So you know, a leader is going to take that step. He's not restricted in the way that he leads, and he tries to build people up and strengthen people. Now, I'm not going to say they're not people who have been leaders who are bad people, because you had like cult leaders and stuff like that. So there are leaders that have been bad and put their message out there, but that 9 times out of 10 they thought in their heart and their mind that this is a message that was legit, even though it wasn't total BS. You know what I'm saying? So there are leaders that, you know, aren't always in a positive mindset or do positive things. They're malicious and malignant in the way that they move. But, you know what I'm saying, what I think is important is that's why we're here.
Yeah.
That's why we're here. We're definitely leaders, you know what I'm saying? I definitely see her as a leader. She moves like a leader, you know what I'm saying? Like this relationship, first of all, wasn't just happenstance. It just didn't happen. You know, I was friend zone. I ain't gonna say that. I was friend zone, you know what I'm saying? You know, I asked out for tacos, and I said, hold on, I set it all up too. I was like, hey.
Hold on, you gotta let them know you came to get your hair done.
So so I went to get my hair done, you know what I'm saying? Her to start my locks. And you know, shoot, by the time, you know, the it's over, I'm like, okay, well, I'm hungry. I'm like, dang, so, you know, I'm like, dang, you like tacos? I hate it with a smooth line. Like, dang, you eat Mexican food? Yeah. You like tacos? Well, shit, where we going? It's Taco Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? I don't date my clients.
I don't do my clients outside of the suite.
Yeah, like, come on, I'm about to fire your ass right now. Yeah, I mean, fucked up. I'm ready to fire.
You said, do I need to go to somebody else?
Yeah, for real. Like, I ain't playing shit. All right, shit.
But it wasn't after the first meet up, I guess.
Meet up? No, we went on a date.
I never fired her.
I didn't fire her because she does a good job. You know, I'm looking a little raggedy now, but she got me. You know what I'm saying? It was we even the second time I don't think we went out. We might have, maybe the third time we made a plan and went, you know.
Did I get stood up? You came to get your hair. Look, you came.
Did you stand me up? I think you stood me up on one, but you stood me. Okay.
No, I didn't stand you up. I came late.
Okay.
So you came to get your hair done, and then you talk about you need your edges touched up. Well, who comes to get their edges touched up?
Mm-hmm.
You remember you said the ones in the back were loose?
Oh, yeah.
And I went ahead and did the rest.
That worked though.
I was like,
I ain't want the whole thing.
Why? Okay. That's how I knew you liked me.
I knew she liked me because she ain't never record me. She ain't never record my hair and nothing. Not one time. I'm like, hold on. I'm seeing all these videos on her Instagrams with dudes' head. I was like, she don't like them.
He wanted to be one of those.
Yeah, but I'm like, she can't like them. It's too many dudes. So that's just advertising. She ain't put me. She like me. She like me. She
so
ain't put
that's how
me.
You knew.
Yeah. I said she don't want her family to know right now. She like me though.
But not even that. When you told me your age, I'm like, oh no.
That's what you said. You ain't tell me that.
I didn't tell you that, but that's what I was thinking. I was like, no, not another one.
So CC was judging me by past experience, but that's okay. Yeah. That's something we're gonna sample too. You know what I'm saying? Like, because the reality of it is okay. So me being a single man and a single father, you know what I'm saying? At that time when I was in dating, you know, like going out there dating, so that was one of the things that, you know, I felt like a lot of females. Well, first, a lot of females came to me broken and hurt. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of them looked at me in a mirror as a reflection in the mirror of their last dude, who it was always they were coming into a relationship. Yeah. And you know me, this is my thing. You can't tell a liar from somebody that tell the truth just by their words.
Mm-hmm.
You can't. You have to be in that experience with them, because a liar is going to say the same thing that the guy's telling the truth going to say.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I was like. I was like, okay, well, damn. You know, they always saying things like, yeah, well, the last dude said that. Well, shit, he was a liar. Shit. Apparently, that he was. I'm telling the truth, though. You know what I'm saying? You know, and none of them, it was always like they were waiting for something to happen to mess up, you know what I'm saying? And then, and most of them were out of there before then, you know what I'm saying? Because for real, it's pressure fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? It's pressure. It is, though. It's pressure. Like, I don't, like, you already know, I don't want to know your colors. I don't want to know none of that. What you doing, what you got going on, you know what I'm saying? That was one of the things that attracted me to you, because I
don't like small talk.
And I see that you doing your thing. Yeah. You're working. You're trying to build your business. So I'm like, okay, damn, that's
I can see improvement here.
Damn, that's a big box check. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, because you got females that, you know, twice your age, they don't even want to work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They don't even want to work. You know, so, and then if they do, especially if they have a business, they're not trying to share that with me. They're not trying to deal with me, because they're like,
I already got my shit.
Yeah, I'm too independent.
But I mean, in that, like what you saying though, like I said, I recently shifted my mindset, because I mean, like I said, shit happened for me in such a short period of time. Like, I was not thinking like this a year ago. Like, I did the work, you know what I'm saying? And I really feel like I manifested, you know, this. Yeah. Well, you probably did too, but you know, because I mean, shit, I did the work. Like, and then I had a reality check. Like, a lot of people live in delusional land. A lot of people can't, like with the whole accountability thing, they can't face the fact that, oh, I'm the one who's causing this shit. I'm the one who can't see the reality of things, you know. And I had to get out of the mentality too, because I feel like I had a lot of people to fuck me over and things like that. But that's why I feel like it takes people to tell you, to give you a reality check also. Because I got a cousin who told me basically like I wasn't the best, you know, grader out of the two, you know, in the situation. Like, bitch, you did some shit that, you know, made me feel a little fucked up. Yeah. Like, and I had to be like, dang. Like, I thought I was such this great person, but sometimes you can overdo it, or sometimes you can project onto people, you know? So, you know, I just had to start looking at all those different things. And even with relationships, though, like, because I've never really been in a real relationship. I've taken dudes more serious as I get a little older. Because, I mean, I just came to new levels of awakening. In
Girl, you was out there running them streets. You know you was.
I was. But I'm saying, because I didn't know no better.
Yeah, I mean, we all do it. You're young, you know what I'm saying? You're young, you live in the moment, you know what I'm saying? What feels good in the moment, what you're trying to do and enjoy in the moment, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's commendable to look at you and, you know, to look at you and see how you matured in such a short time, because, and that's not even, you do see it with females, but typically that's after they have a child and they're like single moms and they know they have to step up, you know what I'm saying? But for you to do it even before then, you know.
Because I always kind of knew what I wanted my future to look like also, like, no matter what was in front of me, I always fathomed having a functioning family, because no offense to my family, but I mean, my family ain't the only one, so I'm pretty sure y'all can relate.
We own it. We finna be on all that, you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, you know, I guess they go tit for tat, you know what I'm saying? Because we all have issues, not just them, but us as a whole, you know what I'm saying? Because it's things that we have to learn as far as being able to let things go, but people have to realize that you have to make people comfortable enough to let things go. Person can't let something go if they think that this thing is going to reoccur, or these actions are going to reoccur. What's the point? It's not going to be it's still continuing to go on. You know what I'm saying? And there's no accountability on no part. You know what I'm saying?
And we had to suffer through that with our relationship, because like he had to tell me, you know, the same thing kind of like 5 times sometimes, and I'm like, what the fuck I'm doing? Like, what?
But it wasn't that. She didn't know it. She just didn't know that wasn't an appropriate thing. These aren't appropriate things that you do when you're trying to build a relationship. You know, it kind of destroys or at least tarnishes the trust. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and to have a successful relationship, you want to communicate these things to each other. It might be hard, you know what I'm saying? But I tell you what, it's harder just sitting back, just letting it go on.
Yeah.
You're waiting for an explosion.
Things under the rug, and the rug is gonna pile, the dirt gonna pile up.
You're waiting for an explosion, and then when that explosion happens, that might be a situation where it's so bad that that's what destroys the relationship, not the actual action of what happened. It depends, you know what I'm saying? So
I feel like we just gotten so comfortable with suppressing shit. Like people suppress shit so much to the point where when somebody is, being straight up and blatant, they're like, "Oh, you're doing too much," and you know.
There's something to this. It's not, because it's not the norm. It's not the norm. That's typically, there are a lot of people out there that's trying to manipulate situations to get their way, to be able to have their way, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think stuff like that has a place in a relationship, you know what I'm saying? If you, and just, not even just relationships, just in your interactions with people, any type of relationship on the daily. Like, if you're constantly trying to manipulate people, as good as you might be at it, there will come no time where you're comfortable enough not to manipulate everybody, even somebody that you fall in love with. You're going to manipulate them because that's just your family. Always, you're going to manipulate them because that's just the course of what you've grown comfortable with.
And nobody has corrected that.
And when somebody does correct it, or if somebody corrects it, because typically these people are people that nobody corrects. You know what I'm saying? These are the people in the families, that are seen as having a certain position or a certain authority, or in the friend circle to have certain position, certain authority.
Oh yeah.
And, with that being said, I think that we want to end with a question. And would you like me to say with that question?
Go ahead.
So my question that I ask y'all, is to let us know if you walk in your shit. If you walk in your shit and how you walk in your shit. You know what I'm saying? Give us an example. If you're a single father out there doing your thing, being successful, if you're just a man out there working, being and then face some struggles, let us know how you walk in your shit. And let us know how that's how you're applying that to help others. Single moms, you know what I'm saying? Successful business women.
So I impose the question to you.
Yes.
In what way are you walking your shit?
Am I walking my shit?
Just one way.
In one way? Living up to the standard of a man that I feel is right for myself, for you, and for my daughter.
Mm-hmm. I feel like one way I'm walking my shit is knowing that fear exists, but doing it anyway. Just living in the moment, kind of. Just getting the experience.
This is gonna be a long moment. So baby, our first episode, I think it went great. Letting the people come in, letting the people get a little bit to know a little bit of who we are and what we do. And I don't know how you feel about it.
I feel like this is fun. It's fun, and I feel like it's also beneficial to the people. Yes. Beneficial to ourselves. I can't wait to see what, how we're gonna grow from here. What guests we're gonna have. What doors this is gonna open.
Absolutely. And stay tuned. Like we're gonna give y'all glimpses into our life, into our daily life. This is also gonna be on the station. You know what I'm saying? Some days we're gonna be cooking or doing things just to let y'all know. Hey, y'all definitely gonna get in on some of our arguments. You know what I'm saying? Or our disagreements.
We had one before the recording.
Yeah. But we know how to work it out. We know how to talk. We don't let it get to the point. And I'm telling you, she's very, very patient. You know what I'm saying? So that and submissive. You know what I'm saying? Men, I know we don't think it exists, but it does exist. You know what I'm saying? And it's not submissive out of fear or concern for. It's submission out of knowing that I'm gonna play the right part. I'm gonna do the right things. You know what I'm saying? So nobody's gonna be submissive spine that's not gonna willing to play that part and take care of everything they need to take care of. So man, tune in for more episodes. Make sure you leave your comments, your likes. You know what I'm saying? Your dislikes if you got them. We welcome all of that. Follow us, subscribe to us. We're on YouTube at Walk Your Shit the Show. I'm on IG at Walk Your Shit and on TikTok at Walk Your Shit. Tune in, man. We got more for y'all where this came from if y'all like it. And believe me, we're going to grow and we're going to get better at this. And we're here.
Woo! It's a wrap.
This is one of those real love
Black
type
love,
loves.
I wanna live in it. Pull me over a chair, cause I wanna sit in it. Take a moment to glare, cause I wanna witness it. And I started it, yeah, so I wanna finish it.